loves, welcome back to my channel. This is Ro. I am doing an extended Vlogmas, a super bonus video because Vlogmas was over on the 25th, but I decided to go through every day in December because that's what I thought it was. That's the goal that I set out to do, and I continued it through December, and this is going to post on January 1st, so it's like a super bonus extra video. And I started to mention this exercise yesterday in my pre-New Year's Eve video, but with year in review exercises. But then I decided I would come back and I would do this separately because I always enjoyed doing this on January 1st. So the way that I learned about this exercise was I was out for New Year's Eve many years ago. This is probably going back 10, 12, maybe 15 years with one of my best friends. And we had a guy in the bar come up to us and explain this exercise to us while we were sitting right there. I'm not exactly sure how it happened or why it came up, but we were sitting at the bar. He came up to us and he goes, "Do you know what I do every New Year's is that I write down my desires and my dreams for that year and my goals, and then I crumple up the piece of paper and I get rid of it." And the reason he told us that that is supposed to work, or what that's supposed to mentally, psychologically jar for you, it's supposed to symbolize writing down your goals, putting them on paper, because a lot of people believe that if it's not written down, it's not real. But then detaching from the outcome, detaching on how it's going to happen, detaching on from being so stuck on one tunnel vision of how this is going to happen that you miss other opportunities for it to happen. So for example, I always write down Adam coming home, obviously. But a lot of times I will fixate on one thing. Like back when we were applying for clemency, there were still 4 or 5 other avenues open for us to get relief for Adam, but I forgot about all of those. We ignored all of those. And Adam still says to this day, he goes, that being clemency, was our moonshot. However, somehow it all got mixed up and misconstrued, and that's what we started focusing on. So other opportunities could have come available to us, but we weren't focusing on them, and they didn't, because obviously laws didn't pass and bills didn't go through at the time, etc., etc. But the whole point is you don't want to miss the boat because you're so fixated on something happening the way that you think that it should happen or will happen, that you miss all of the other opportunities for them to actually, for the same exact thing to happen. So I always explain it like this in life coaching. Let's say that you're trying to get to a final destination 6 hours away. Your GPS has many routes that it can recalculate and take you around traffic or around accidents or around any other delays. You could choose if you don't want to pay tolls and go a different route. You could choose if you don't want to sit in traffic. You could choose to go away that has a store that you want to hit first, so you put that on your route to get to your final destination. There are hundreds of ways that you can get to this final destination. You just have to allow the GPS to reroute you and get you to the same exact spot in a way that will hit all of your desires on that trip. Well, same thing with your goals. You have so many different destinations or desires. I want you guys to look back on your life, even just this past year, and think about people that have come into your life that you never would have ever met or experienced in a different way, like through SPWF, through my YouTube videos, etc., that have helped you, that you've become friends with, who have helped you reach some sort of goal or gotten you to a destination, that if you didn't open up and allow yourself to just kind of go with the flow of life and letting the GPS of life reroute you to your final destination, you would not have gotten there. So that is the whole point in this exercise. Write down your goals, know what you want, and then detach and let it go. So we're going to do that together today. Oh, and the way that you detach and let it go can be personal to you. Some ways that I've done it was my girlfriend and I literally at that point asked the bartender for a pen, got bar napkins, wrote out what we wanted that year, and then left the bar, went to a local lake, crumpled up our paper, threw it in the water, and that symbolized detaching from our goals. A couple of years ago, I wrote down my goals and I got in front of the fireplace and I lit the goals on fire and I just let the paper burn, and that symbolized that detaching, letting it go, putting it out in there. You know, if you're spiritual, putting it out into the universe. If you're religious, putting it in God's hands. Whatever works for you. But even if just plain old psychology, not spiritual, not religious, anything like that, it is just letting your mind believe that you're letting it go and you're opening up to all of the other avenues to get you to that final destination. You could flush it down the toilet if you use, I wouldn't suggest like notebook paper, but if you use bar napkins like we did, or tissues, but who wants to write on that? You can go outside and throw it in the woods if it's biodegradable paper. There's so many different ways that you can get rid of paper, or get rid of whatever you write this on. Those are some of the few, but you can get creative. You can do whatever you want. Just do it in a way that is conscious of the environment, and more importantly, or maybe equally as importantly, depending on how you feel, is safe for you. So let's go. Let's write down my goals. I have a handy dandy notebook and my pen. And for you girls that were in Dallas, this notebook is going to look a little bit familiar. These are the notebooks that Mama got us while we were at the Prisoner Family Conference in Dallas to take notes at the workshops. It's actually scented. Scratch and sniff. So sweet. And I chose the big paper because let's put a lot of stuff on there. Okay, truth. It's the only notebook I could find, but you know, whatevs. Go with whatever it is. Okay, let's do it. Another thing that I totally forgot is an important one. You can write your goals, whatever you want, down in pencil, and then you could just erase it. That's probably the safest way to do it. I wrote it down in my notes last night to say, and I totally forgot. So that's another really easy one for you to do, and you don't have to play with fire, and you don't have to find a lake, and you don't have to clog your toilet and have to go searching for a plunger because you're trying to let go of your goals. Okay, so now the fun part. Let's go figure out how I'm going to let mine go. You guys also might want to, I think what I'm going to do is take a picture and then email it to myself and just save it in an inbox somewhere that I know where it is, so that I can reference back to it when I want to kind of use it as like my vision board. A lot of the stuff on my vision board is also on here. It's kind of goes hand in hand with that exercise. I will link the video in here, but because it's all the stuff that, a lot of the same stuff that I want, I just want to like let it go and show that I'm detaching from the outcomes, and I'm willing to acknowledge every avenue that I could take to get there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a picture with my phone. I'm going to email it to myself. I'm going to put it in a folder somewhere in my inbox, one of the millions. I'm like the most hoarder, like show hoarders for emails is me. I have a million folders. I have a pack rat with emails. I do not delete anything practically. But anyway, that's besides the point. So let's go figure out where I'm going to do this, how I'm going to do this, and we'll have fun. Bye guys. I keep remembering things as I continue to make this video, so I don't know how I'm gonna piece it all together. But another thing you could do that is so simple, and again, not a hazard at all, is you could just rip your paper up into a million pieces and throw it away, because that is an easy and safe and also still fun way of getting rid of your goals. So if you guys think of a different way that I have not suggested on this video, comment below, because it'll be fun, and we'll see that we all do the same thing uniquely. Just like we get to our goals in unique and different ways, we could do the same exercise uniquely and in ways that feels fun and right to us. So I'm gonna go figure out, I have so many options available to myself. I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna do this in a fun way to do with you guys together. Let's do it. Okay, let's do this. So let's attempt the fireplace. Okay. Well, fireplace is not going to work because first of all, it's covered with stuff from Christmas. And second of all, one time I started the fireplace without opening the flue, and I'm shocked the fire department wasn't out here. So we're not going to do that. We're going to play it safe and we're going to do something else. So you know what I think I'm going to do just because it's fun? I'm not going to flush notebook paper down the toilet, but I do have a stream in my backyard. So let's go out there together. I just have to get bundled up and put on some shoes because I'm still wearing these slipper socks that you've seen me wear 100 times. But I have to tell you guys, I do have 4 pairs of the same color, because when I went out to Bradford with my friend that I stay with, she's like, get the black, don't get the pink or the gray or whatever other colors they have, because they're going to get dirty and dingy and they're going to look gross. So shout out to my friend B, who had me get 4 pairs of black slipper socks. I live in these things. But I do have to go out on the grass, and to do this exercise the right way, I'm going to have to put on shoes. end more than this mess. All right, kids, a little issue that I did not foresee. You can't see that far down, can you? Hold on. Little issue is that the stream barely has any water in it, and it's frozen over. So, you know. Oh, it's not. Nope, it's not. Okay. I thought we were gonna have to fire this up. Okay, let's do this. Oh my God, I'm being attacked by a branch. Okay. I haven't been out here since I was like 8 years old. Not even kidding a little bit. Fail. Epic fail. If I fall into this thing, that would be the world's biggest blooper. But I missed. This is hysterical. You know what? It's good enough. I missed the little stream, but my goals and my dreams will be in the leaves. So, and it's better than burning the house down. I thought I was going to have to do that without opening the flue. And so, you know, I'd rather have my dreams and my goals land on leaves than burn the house down. That wasn't really meant to be a comedy video, but I hope you got some laughs out of it because that basically describes my life in a nutshell. Missed, but it still worked. We found a workaround. So I hope you guys try this fun exercise. I hope you have a little bit more success doing it than I did when I missed the whole pond completely, although the universe rerouted me and I didn't burn my house down. So, you know, there's the silver lining in that. You guys have fun. Post in the comments if you tried below and what you did. And Happy New Year, you guys. 2019 is going to be our year. It's going to be your year. This is going to be the year of the goals and the dreams and hitting every single thing that you've wanted and you've been putting off or you've been dreaming about, and it is all yours for the taking. So let's all reach it together. You guys keep staying strong, keep loving strong, keep supporting one another through this journey because you're one day closer to it all being behind you, 1 year closer to reaching your goals, getting there, and everything being amazing and beautiful and you living happily ever after. Lots of love from my heart to yours. Happy New Year. I will see you beautiful ladies and gentlemen in the next one.